Hello and welcome to the latest layout update for Barnabas Junction. A few things to show you that have been taking place over the past month since the last update. Things have developed quite a lot. A few scenery work that's been done. So we'll get on with what I have done. We'll start actually here with the station. As you might have seen in some of the social media postings that I've done recently, I've developed a little wall to go between the two main lines in representation of a wall that's featured in Crewe Station, with a local station to myself, made out of some MDF and plasticard. Can't really see it very well there. I'll just get some better lighting for you. There you go, you can see the arches made from MDF and then cut out gradually, and then the slots in the middle are plasticard, and it's all covered in the self-adhesive ID Backscene's red brick paper. I think that's quite effective. I've also put another section in there separating the branch line on platform 1. Looks quite effective. I wanted to try and recreate a wall scene at the actual Crewe station, and it does look quite good seeing the trains fly by it. I will be in time though installing some lighting underneath the station top to illuminate the platforms when I get round to building the station canopies and putting the platform lighting in as well. I'm really pleased with that. As you may also see, I've done a lot of the ballasting now. Replacing a lot of what was originally down, and then touching up also what was already down after doing some of the minor track adjustments that you may have seen in the previous updates. Looks quite good. I'm quite pleased with it. So that's just the station area itself. That's all been reballasted. It's not glued down yet, the new ballast. That'll be done in one big job, as I do have a very large amount of PVA glue to help me with the job. There we go, that was from Hobbycraft, and that is a lot. So more than enough. I think that was about £12 that was. So I'm really pleased with that. I'll show you what has been ballasted. I've got just a little bit left to lay. So the station area has now been redone, and I've now done all the way along the town side, stretching all the way down and around. The inner lines behind there I have not done because I've got plans which you'll see in later updates for underneath there. But I have done the front line along here, so that goes all the way along now, and I've done here as well. I've not done the main lines on this side, and I'll explain why in a moment, but it's all done. The branch line all the way through and back into the station. While we're here, we'll get on with what else I've done. I have finally found the problem I had underneath this hillside with Pendolino's derailing. I'll just get the light again so I can show you if it's all possible without me removing it. Just underneath there, this foam underlay, which I'll just show you, which you can see there, laminate flooring underlay I used. There was a slight hump in the underlay from the units where this top section attaches to the main units that are built into the loft area, and the hump was recreated within the foam. So the track was down over the hump, and when the Pendolino went over the hump, the front bogie lifted off and thus it kept always derailing. I've since fixed that by taking out the foam from underneath the actual track itself, and now Pendolinos run round with absolutely no problem whatsoever, really fast as well, although they won't run at a fast speed, but yeah, no problems whatsoever. I'm really pleased with that. What else to tell you? Right, this section here is set to change over here. This walling and that archway is going, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. That's why I've not yet ballasted that area. I've got a little bit of plasticlossing to do around that archway there, and then tidying up that. So I want to finish the ballasting off all at the same time. Reason why is what I've already done on this side, as you may have just spotted. I've taken the archway off from this side to open it up more, because I felt that the trains were spending too much time under cover and not on view. So I wanted to open it up, and that's what I've done. I've taken away the original archway, which I still have. It's here. That's what used to be there. So I've taken that away and opened it all up, and I do think it looks better seeing the trains coming round. And in doing so, as you may have seen, we now have a wall. Originally it was just cardboard. I did have it just covered over in cardboard, and the wall now stretches all the way round. Just turn that light round so you can see it a bit better. So yeah, it's now up, finished now, the walling is. Again, with ID Backscene's red brick adhesive sticky back paper, and that is stuck on to plasticard, 4mm I think it is, 4mm plasticard, and goes all the way under there. And it was quite easy to do, but just a few areas as I went along where the self-adhesive sticky back paper is very strong. Once it touches the plastic card, you can't get it off. You've got to get it right first time. It's that strong. What I am going to be doing though, and I've been experimenting, because it's quite flimsy and it looks a bit plain just being all the way along. I've been experimenting. I'm going to be putting some bits like that along in sections to give it more of a 3D effect. I have got some ready to play about with from plasticard that I've made up. There's a few layers there. I think I did 3 layers. Yeah, three layers there of 4mm stuck together. Not sure if they're thick enough just yet, but they'll be going all the way along in measured sections. Then a retaining wall going all the way along on there, and also along here. And I'm hoping to put some like girdering across there. That'll be bricked of some sort, and then we'll see what we develop further on. So what you see here is what I plan to do over that side, opening that up as well. I'm just going back to the track though. To do this, I smoothened this out and moved that, because that tunnel and everything had gone. I was able to move this inner line further in, so it's parallel with the rest of them, thus giving me the more area space here to put more scenic stuff in, buildings, etc. It did come to, the track did come to about here and then swept there, so it did restrict, but now it's over there. It has opened it up a lot of space. What else have we got doing? Yes, been practicing with some ballast trucks. Firstly, I did go visit a local model shop, has some models, and picked up some superb bargains, and I did get 2 of those. They are Railroad Hornby Arc ballast wagons. Got them at absolute bargain price. Got 2 of those, and I also picked this up by Lima Parcel Force coach to go with me 2 that I already had, which are just behind there on the shelf. I've got a nice rake of the 3. I've got them at absolute bargain price. Really impressed on there, and I'm hoping to go back because I do want to get my hands on hopefully some more of these. I do like them. They're a bit yellowy at the moment, a bit plasticky, but they run brilliantly. So a thought I had was, didn't want to run them round all empty, and I didn't want to fill them all the way up with stuff, ballast on it, because it'd be a bit of a waste. So I thought I'd have a go at making my own ballast. And this is what I achieved. Now I do think it's a little bit too much in it at the moment, so just try and get you focused in so you can see. And I plan to do a little video doing a second one, doing the load for the second one that I've got. I'll just take that out. It just lifts out using a bit of plastic card and using a bit of gravel. I do actually think there's a bit much on there. Plastic card is basically just to lift it up so it's not all the way down, it's not wasting it. But I'll be doing a video over the next few days showing how I made that. It is solid, and it's got quite a bit of weight to it actually. So, and these are quite light because they're very plasticky, so they're brilliant. It's just enough to weigh it down, so they're great. So look, keep an eye out for a video coming soon of how I made those. I'll be doing a lot of videos over the next few days, hopefully, explaining a lot of the things that are taking place here at the layouts in more details. I'm going to be doing some videos on DCC fitting and hard wiring locos, videos on the ballasting, especially over the points as they are very intricate. You've got to be careful with what you do because you can actually damage your points if you're not careful with getting ballast between the switch rails. So that's more videos that are coming. I did also get my very first flask wagon to go with my DRS 37s. I am looking for a second one, but I'm hoping also to have a play about weathering that slightly. It's brand new, Bachmann. I think I paid about £12 for that. It's really cheap. Very happy with that. Been wanting one of them for a long time. Long time. So that's about all I've done, because it's been quite cold up here. I've not done that much. Mainly it's just that wall and the ballasting. But as with scenery is now the main focus, I am planning to do a lot. I've given that a lick of paint, just grade it off a bit. I've also done it underneath as well because it was just a plain board, but it's looking better. That's going to be more painted. Oh yes, when I did this, I also decided to move it that way a bit, because as it was, that was level with the end of the platforms. As you can tell, I did put in a level crossing over them lines there. That's got to be moved. They are stuck down, so it'll probably damage the track when I take it up, but I've got to replace some of the track anyway on the top section. More details about that. I've got a few ideas for the top section for the future, but yeah, if we keep that, I've got to move it now because obviously this is moved over to go in line here. That was basically to give more of a view of this end of the station and also give me better access to the track and the point area, because with this being here, it restricted a lot of the access to this area of the layout. Final thing I have done though, I've just remembered, is across the front here there used to be a passing loop off this this branch line here. It used to come in, and I was having a few problems with the point that was there coming in. The locos would come round, especially any like this, the newer locos, Bachmann ones, they were struggling. Even the Hornby ones that were like triaxle bogies, they were struggling and derailing as they were coming around there because it was quite a tight turn. And I thought, what can I do? So I decided, upon obviously doing that station area there, changing it, I decided to take the passing loop out. I thought it wasn't necessary. I thought I'd put two long sidings in, of which I have done. So that was the original point there, and that went into a passing loop, but I had a point here which came to there, just as like a head shunt loco for sitting a loco or a shunter. So I took that all out so I can add more scenery to that area. I put another point in there so I could add two sidings, and and I'm quite pleased of actually how they come. Currently I've got my tankers sat on there, it's a good place for them to sit, just testing them going in and out, but I might put DMUs, passenger train might sit in there out of the way, or I might just actually use it as a bit of a TMD, just sit a load of locos in there, because they do actually have access to the main lines via those points, and then going out there and then crossing over onto the main line. So those sidings can theoretically access anywhere on the layout. I was thinking about possibly putting a platform in, another platform, but I didn't want to overload it with platforms. I didn't want to overload the layout with track. Just wanted somewhere just to sit some stuff and basically have it on show, so I can do some interesting movements, possibly freight movements within the layout, and not just all passenger. What I do plan down here though is I do plan to separate that rail with these. I'm going to be putting some fencing from that brick support there all the way down between there and around to that piece of wood there, just to break it off. It's an idea that I saw on layout on YouTube, New Junction. He's just fitted some fencing on his heritage line, Pico fencing, which I happen to have. It's here already. It's already slightly built. Just throwing up there out of the way at the moment. So I might just add that, spray it up, and fit that in just the same way he has done that. So that'll be look quite effective. So that is it. That's it for this update. Keep an eye out for some how-to and construction specials coming up very soon. So until then, I bid you farewell. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment below. I look forward to reading all your comments. I'll do my best to reply to them all as and when I am able to. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Bye.